Peaches, are you even going to look at me?
We're only halfway through the month at the time of recording, and it has been one of the busiest months I think I've had in a long time, especially when it comes to the YouTube channel and YouTube videos. It feels like we're in the middle of so many different videos and we're wrapping up so many different videos all at once. For the last few years, I've been doing the just most that I can in terms of upload frequency, just doing everything myself, but still being like dad 99% of the time. So I've had my friend Tyler working with me just over the last couple of months, both in filming videos and editing videos. We just got back yesterday from a trip to Baltimore for a book release party, and Tyler came along and filmed an entire video while we were there. So that's going to be a new video. And then I came home, filmed another video last night after driving back all day, plus all of the other videos that have already gone up this month and the videos that are also going up this month. It's been busy, but it's been a lot of fun and it's been cool working with Tyler. You guys have probably seen pictures of Tyler in previous videos. We used to share an office space in town, him and a whole group of us, but Tyler's originally from Texas and moved here a few years ago. Was actually a subscriber to this channel before I ever met him, and he moved to Chillicothe for a job with our other friend. Super small world, but it's been amazing having Tyler here for a few years, and now just in the last couple of months that we've been working together with him filming videos like the Put in Bay video and editing that one, now would be a great time to just let everyone know Tyler is Mamiya 17 guy. So that from now on, that was his first video he had edited on the channel, and then he left Mamiya 17, and Trev and I caught it and decided to just leave it and not have him correct it. So watching all of the comments about that on Tyler's first video is the funniest thing to me. So that's been amazing. That's Mamiya 17 guy forever is Tyler. But we just got back from Baltimore, had such a good time, and I'm super excited for everybody to see that video, to see Baltimore Photo Space, to actually hear from Kyle, who I've been trying to get in a video for so long, so I can't wait for everybody to see that. And also, last month, I kind of did a different format where I didn't have one specific topic in a video. It was just sort of a big mix of everything going on that month, and I had more fun making and sharing that video than I've probably ever had in all 10 years that I've been doing YouTube. And I was super excited to see all of the just really kind feedback and just everybody being like, yeah, this is great. This is simple. It works. A lot of people were saying, like, if this just leads to more videos and just sort of less friction in the whole process, then, you know, that's even better. And it definitely does. Like this, being able to just sit down here and kind of talk a little more off the cuff about all of the different things going on and just continuing that conversation. I really like this format, so I'm stoked you guys dig it as well. But what I want to do is go through the comments from the last day-to-day video and just kind of carry those over here. The comments on this video, I'll carry those into the next video, so on and so forth. Reed catching the Brainbuster t-shirt. Yeah, any of my videos, I pretty much always have a Baltimore Photo Space shirt or a Brainbuster shirt. Mike Watson, good friend of mine, Brainbuster, that's what he goes by on Instagram and everything. That's sort of his like pro wrestling photography moniker. Him and my friend Ryan Loco, both of those guys, I'm going to try and get an interview set up where I can just kind of pick their brain and we can make a video out of it. They both shoot pro wrestling for All Elite Wrestling on the road year round in different arenas and cities every night. Super excited for both of them. It's awesome to see them doing this at this level now. But I also just want to like share what their life looks like as working photographers with all of you. So hopefully we can get that video going soon. Love the vlog. Do you have a way of inventorying? Is that a word? I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Inventorying. I get what you're saying though. Your photo books or zines in like an app or something. I'm sure that's something that I could do and could probably be beneficial in some way, but no, I don't. I'm lucky that I've gotten to a point where it's at least alphabetical, and so it's easier for me to find certain books. That's just for the books, though. The zines are all in they're all over the place. Underneath my coffee table, I have all of these little bins, and that's where most of the zines are. I also have totes of zines that are in my pole barn that I don't have space to have the amount of zines that I've had over the years. But similar to like instant film, I kind of like the just chaos of all of the zines where I don't have a system of finding them. I have to kind of dig through to find something. So I'm finding things that I wasn't looking for, but I'm happy I found, if that makes sense. Been a long time subscriber of the channel, and as someone who also finds myself watching these day-to-day vlog style videos of people's whose work I like, I appreciate seeing people's personalities. Yeah, I appreciate that. That to me is a big part of it. Like, I enjoy just seeing people, just being people, and rather than sort of being on. And it's a weird thing for me because I still have a hard time figuring out like what exactly that looks like for me. Trying to imagine myself going from just going about my day to sitting down to making a video. Like, I don't fully know what that switch looks like on the outside. I'm trying to like get myself into it, and it's a weird thing. I don't know. That's another interesting thing about working on these videos with Tyler lately, where I'm not setting up the shot. I don't know where the camera necessarily is or when it's rolling. He's been doing just sort of a lot of like documenting stuff, which is how I want it to be. I want it to be as just natural and organic as possible. But just seeing yourself in that way when you're so used to like kind of sitting down and, you know, presenting in front of the camera. I don't know. Does any of this matter? Is anybody listening to me? I don't know.
Is anybody listening to me?
Anyways,
I guess one thing, if we're gonna, you know, kind of catch up, one sort of update that I haven't really shared with anyone other than, you know, friends and people that I see in real life. But we're all friends here, right? I've recently taken on a new photo job with my daughter's school that she goes to. Nora, as I've talked about, she's autistic. She goes to a school specifically for students with developmental disabilities, and they've been amazing just since she's been there for the last few years. And over the last few years, I have just volunteered as the school kind of photographer for the yearbook. Previous years, they didn't really have like a professional photographer doing it. It was just people at the school doing it the best that they could. So being able to do that every year, the last few years, has been amazing, and just getting to know all the different students there. But, you know, and they have students from preschool age all the way up to, you know, adults. And so many amazing students there, and the staff, the people there behind that place, they've just been incredible. And I've really wanted to kind of work with them on a more regular basis because I enjoy it so much, and they've made such a big impact on our lives just as parents of a child with developmental disabilities. And so I kind of pitched to them like, hey, does a job exist where I could sort of just document everything that you guys are doing, and, you know, everything you do for the community? They love the idea, and we basically just kind of figured out the amount of hours and the different events throughout the year, things that it would be beneficial to have a photographer there. Basically just being hired as an independent contractor for, you know, a certain amount of hours for a photography service, which is very laid back, very part-time. It's nothing crazy. So I wanted to kind of find something to do just sort of on the side, just as like a little bit of additional income, but also just something that would kind of give me a different outlet and just something different to experience, I guess, using photography as like the bridge for that. And so it's been really just fulfilling over the summer, all of the different camps that they do, being able to like go to work, but it's just me going, and I get to spend time with her and spend time with again, the people there, the students there, it's just a really awesome kind of place to be around. If you want to know gear-wise what I've been using for this job lately, I've just been using the Lumix S5 II because it's sort of my main hybrid camera. It's what I'm using to record this video. I've been using it primarily just for video for about 9 months or so since I've been using the camera, and I really do like the camera. I think it's great for the value. You know, for the price, what you can get out of it, especially in the video department, it's amazing. Using it in scenarios now that I wasn't using it primarily, you know, at all for the last 9 months or so, with autofocus and using the joystick on the back of the camera, and how responsive or completely unresponsive or just intuitive, I don't know. No camera is perfect, obviously, but I've been using it in ways like I would if I were still shooting weddings. And what I'm doing now is not a full wedding day, you know, it's much slower paced, but there are still moving people, and just using it in a setting where I'm delivering photos to somebody. I'm all for using the right tool for the job, so I might be checking out a few different cameras from KEH. I've asked them about loaning a few different cameras. Some of the Nikon Z cameras I've been really curious about for a while now. The ZF, I spent like a few hours with that camera, so not really much at all. The ergonomics, I would have to have a grip because I felt like that camera was just so uncomfortable to hold. Image quality wise, just from a few small test photos I took, I was like, yeah, this is beautiful. But I've always loved Nikon cameras. All of the DSLRs I always used were Nikon, so I have been curious about trying some of the different Z cameras, maybe the Z6 III. The Z8 feels like it would be overkill for me, potentially, but just going off of the looks and size comparison, I feel like I would really like that camera. Again, no perfect cameras, but really no bad cameras either, so if you think there's sort of a hybrid system I should check out, let me know in the comments down below and I'll check it out with the sponsor of this video, KEH Camera. I've been recommending KEH on this YouTube channel longer than they've been a sponsor. I was buying from them before I ever had a YouTube channel. They've been in business for over 40 years. If you're looking online to ever buy used photo gear or sell used photo gear, always do it with KEH.com. They have a massive inventory. It's being updated every day, thousands of items. I was lucky enough to visit the KEH warehouse last year, and I can tell you, it is incredible to see. They take extremely good care of everything. Everything is thoroughly graded and tested. That way, when you're buying, you know exactly what kind of condition it's going to be in. Anytime you're shopping online with KEH.com, be sure to use the links and codes down below. The codes are going to get you a bonus on your quote or a discount on your first order. And using the links, that just goes a long way at supporting the channel at no extra cost to you. So thank you again to KEH Camera for sponsoring this video and supporting this channel. Pentax 17 roll, this was from the video, so if you saw that video, that's what that is, but this is a new roll that I just scanned in a little bit ago. It's from the Pentax 17 and it is HP5, so I really didn't have a ton of time with the camera before I had to put that video out, so I'm excited to see more from it, and we'll talk about it as we do a little Life on Film episode one of these days, sometime this month. I'm having a hard time deciding how many frames is the proper amount for half frame. I don't know. Hey, I appreciate all of you for watching all of these videos. I've been really excited lately about making videos, like more excited than I have been in a long time. That's real life for you. I just developed some HP5 in this Vintage Visual AGO film processor. I'm not sure if it's AGO, but Vintage Visual reached out and asked if I was interested in checking one out, and I said, yeah, absolutely. It essentially turns your Patterson tank into more of a rotary system, similar-ish to a Jobo. It's not doing the same thing as a Jobo, but it's, you know, turning the tank sideways and it's rotating that way, sort of like a drum. Unlike a Jobo, it's not going to control the temperature, but it is going to read the temperature And as it's doing that, as it's developing, it's constantly reading that temperature. And if you need to, compensate in your developing times, depending on the temperature change, you're able to do that, or it's able to do it for you. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this in this video. I'm going to be doing a full video on it, but I just used it last night, and it's great. So a full video on that coming, and then on top of that, the film that I developed with it, we're going to do a Life on Film episode because it's been a while for one of those. And we've got some Pentax 17 stuff in there, some M6 stuff. Should be fun. I probably already mentioned it the other day, but I've been having fun more on the channel and making videos, especially working with Tyler, than I think I've ever had in regards to just having fun making videos and enjoying this part of the process. It's always been enjoying photography, and it's just I kind of force myself and drag myself through the process of making YouTube videos, but working with Tyler and just trying to mix things up a little bit, I'm having fun with it. So all of the feedback and everything, I really appreciate it, and I'm grateful for all of you watching these videos. So that's it for this one. We'll keep talking in the comments down below, but I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.